You did a good job with Yongzheng this time. You saved us from a national disaster. Take a seat.
Yes, Your Majesty.
You asked salt merchants to pay for it. It worked this time, but will it work twice? The Yellow River and the Huai River, we've stopped the flooding this year, but it'll come next year. Even if there's no more floods, there will be droughts and locust plagues. The key to governing is not this.
I agree with Father's wise words.
They all say that the era of Kangxi is prosperous and peaceful, but the land reported by each province has been reducing each year, and so have the tax revenues.
What I've seen in the local governments matches with Father's words.
Sit down so we can talk.
Those wealthy landowners have been buying land since there's no tax. Small farmers have too many people and too little land. They can't afford to pay the poll tax, so they are willing to sell the land at low prices and be the landowner's tenants. Therefore, the land has been acquired each year, with a growing gap between rich and poor, but the tax revenues of the country have been reducing each year. The imperial court cannot even stand this one problem.
You've noticed this problem, which means you are willing to think. Actually, I'm well aware of it as well. I've wanted to measure the land in the country many times. An exact tax on land to help close the gap. But all the reported numbers have been fake. Among the officials in the capital, anyone who hasn't loaned from the national treasury won't be able to fit in with the rest. It's a tough job, since there are too many of them. I have so many sons, but none of them is willing to accept the job to ask for payments.
I am willing to collect the debts.
Good.
As long as it's good for the imperial court, the people and the nation of the great Qing. I don't mind being a loan official.
Good. If you're willing to be a loan official, there will be nothing you can't manage. I heard you brought a loan official from south of the Yangtze River.
Speaking of loan officials, Tian Wenjing is certainly one. He's only concerned about the imperial court, and never his own personal gains. I propose to make him the deputy for this debt collection. Please grant permission, Father.
All right, do what you said. Tian Wenjing will assist you in collecting the debts.
Yes, Your Majesty. Prince Yin Si played a vital role in the disaster relief and river restoration with me. Please allow me to ask, Father. First, issue an edict to honor him. Second, ask him to assist in the debt collection.
Let's leave Yin Xiang out of this. He shouldn't be honored either.
Why can't Yongzheng be honored? Why can't he assist in this job? Please clarify it for me, Father.
You really want to know?
I want to know.
Because I want you to be a real loan official. Do you understand?
I understand. Father.
Good. Station at the Ministry of Revenue tomorrow and recover the owed silver.
Wait, Brother Yinzhen.
Brother Yinring.
No need.
Save the etiquette between brothers. How did it go? Did you see father? I recommended you for the job to collect the debts. For the Ministry of Revenue.
Thank you for your recommendation. I've taken the job.
Well done. I was thinking about going to your house and talking to you. I was worried you might refuse. Now everything is all right. Yongzheng, this job is no joke. Only if I recommend my best brother in front of our father can I rest assured. Don't worry. If there's any problem, I'll cover for you. Do whatever you need to do.
Brother Yinreng?
By the way, I have a list of people here. Give them more time to pay the owed money.
Assigned Yongzheng as the minister to collect debts for the national treasury, from the princes and nobles to the civil and military officials. Debtors must pay it back within 10 days. Anyone who refuses to pay the debt will be arrested by the army tribunal. No one will be exempted.
Greetings, Prince Yongzheng.
Arise.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Everybody knows that His Majesty has assigned me to collect debts. I think all of you are aware that it is a tough job. As the saying goes, it's easy to borrow, but difficult to pay it back. You stand straight to borrow, but kneel down to collect debts. If kneeling down can help me collect the debts, I'm willing to kneel down in front of you now. Maybe someone's thinking, so many people have borrowed money. Can all of them pay it back? If I pay my debt when someone else doesn't, would it be fair for me? Then let me tell you, this time, no matter who it is, he must pay it back no matter how much he owes. And it has to be within 10 days. He'll pay it back, even if he needs to sell his house. Mr. Tian?
Yes.
From now on, the money owed by the princes and nobles will be collected by me. The money owed by the officials below the nobility will be collected by you.
Yes, Your Highness. Come here.
Yes.
Summon Lords Wei Dongting and Chen Wensheng for questioning.
Yes, Lord. Send for Lord Wei Dongting and Lord Chen Wensheng to come up and answer questions. Send for Lord Wei Dongting and Lord Chen Wensheng to come up and answer questions.
Lord Wei is ill. He's on leave.
Lord Chen is too old to walk here. He sent me to return the 1 tile of silver owed by him.
They are absent on the day of the announcement, which is clearly contempt of the Emperor and the court. Lord Nian, please ask the army tribunal to send for them. If they still refuse, arrest and bring them here.
Anyone?
Yes.
Lord Chen has ordered that you will send for Lord Wei Dongting and Lord Chen Wensheng and ask them to be here promptly. Otherwise, Lord Tian will order to arrest them.
Yes, Lord.
Move!
He's going for us first.
Prince Yin, I've looked for you for so long. Prince Yongzheng is here, asking you to pay the money you owed. He's losing his temper at the theater stage, but that's being built in the backyard.
Well,
He's going for me first. Let's see what he can do to me. Go!
Lord Wei Dongting and Lord Chen Wensheng are here.
Lord Chen, please. Mr. Tian, may I ask which title you held in the Imperial exam?
It's a shame. I've never succeeded in the Imperial exams.
Mr. Tian, do you know which title I held in the exam?
Do tell.
Then I'll tell you. In the 3rd year of Kangxi's reign, I ranked first with the title of Principal Graduate. I'm the student of the Emperor. You're a student from the Imperial College, and a nobody who happens to have the job, and therefore shows no respect for anyone else. How dare you send servants from Shantian Prefecture for me? Where is Earl Yinzhen? I need to talk to Earl Yinzhen. Please don't.
Prince Yin, you're finally here. I was going to...
Useless bastards. I was just out for a while. And you'd been slacking. Why are you still standing there? Hurry up and start working.
Yine, I asked them to stop working.
Brother Yinzhen, so you've arrived? What's wrong? Is this theater stage not good enough? Please point it out. I'll ask them to fix it.
The theater stage looks good, but it's not the right timing.
It's not blowing wind or raining. Why is it not the right timing?
It's not windy or raining here, but the Yellow River just flooded, and the National Treasury didn't have funds for relief. How could we take out a loan to build a theater stage? Brother Yine, as His Majesty's sons, we need to share his worries.
You're right. I borrowed money to build the stage because I wanted to share Father's worries.
Father won't watch these theater plays of yours.
The 11th day next month is my 25th birthday. We agreed to hang out with Father here for one day. This theater stage is being built for Father to enjoy the shows.
You know, if you're really devoted to our father, set a good example by paying back the money you owed.
Brother Yinzhen, I don't understand it. Doesn't the money from the National Treasury belong to Father? When have you seen a son pay back his father's money?
Yine, listen. Did you learn this in the South Study as a child, or did someone teach you?
I've never been good at studying since I was young. But the princes who are good at studying have also owed money to the National Treasury. Brother Yinzhen, can't you focus on someone else?
Don't worry. This time, no matter who it is, they must repay their debts to the Treasury. Every penny of them.
Prince Yin, are we building or not?
What's there to build?
Anyone? Show us the Imperial Edict. Chen Wensheng, no matter if you're the principal graduate or the grand secretary. Look at it. The edict is right here in the court. I'm asking on behalf of His Majesty, so you have to answer honestly.
Yes.
Lord Chen, since you're a metropolitan scholar and principal graduate, you've certainly read all the sages' books and known the sages' teachings.
I've often revisited the sages' books, and I've always followed the sages' teachings.
Then let me ask you this. A wise man thinks of virtue, while a fool thinks of comfort. A wise man thinks of justice, while a fool thinks of favors. What do these words mean?
Mr. Tian wants to learn about a wise man's virtue. Then come to my house one day. I can teach you. Since we're talking about the debt today, don't beat around the bush. I've paid back the one tael of silver I owed. What else do you want to ask?
I'm going to ask you about the one tael of silver. But I don't need your answer. I'll answer it for you. You come to the court and pride yourself on your seniority, with the most arrogant attitude, because you only owed one tael to the national treasury. You could pay it off at any time without worries. But from my perspective, the person who borrowed one tael of silver is more shameless than those who borrowed hundreds and thousands. Were you in need of money? No. Even if you were, one tael couldn't help. Then why did you borrow this one tael of silver? You saw your fellow officials borrow from the national treasury. You were afraid they would say you're a hypocrite. But you wouldn't dare to borrow more, afraid that if the imperial court ever found out, it would ruin the reputation of the principal graduate. You only borrowed one tael of silver, so that you wouldn't be excluded, nor would you be afraid of the consequence. So you would feel at ease to keep being the official without real talent, who doesn't need to do actual work, and enjoy the fame and fortune earned by one eight-legged essay. A wise man thinks of virtue while a fool thinks of comfort. You only think of comfort, not virtue. Confucius says a wise man thinks of justice while a fool thinks of favors. You only think of favors, not justice. You do not follow the moral teachings and only think about how to gain fame and avoid your duties. What a fool! How dare you keep mentioning imperial exams and principal graduate like this? This is your one tael of silver. I've received it. Go home and read the 4 books and 5 classics. Come here.
Yes, Lord.
You...
Send Lord Chen back to read his books.
Yes, Lord.
Well, you... I'm going to see His Majesty. I'm going to retire and go home. I'm going to see His Majesty. I'm going to retire and go home.
We're all imperial officials, regardless. How can we be shamed like this?
What is this Tian Wenjing? For one tael of silver, he made the old principal graduate so angry.
That's right.
Come on.
In there.
Brother Yin Si, I didn't expect that you have such a huge secret project.
They all say that Prince Yin Si supports scholars just to write sentimental verses, but who are thinking about leaving codes and records for the great Qing to be passed down for generations.
Brother Yin Si, did you use the 300,000 taels you owed to the National Treasury to compile books? I'm not discouraging you, Brother Yin Si. Compiling books with a government loan is probably not beneficial for the people's livelihood.
According to Prince Yongzheng, is Kangxi's creation of characters a waste of time too?
How could you talk to Prince Yongzheng like that?
Prince Yin Si? You know, if it wasn't Prince Yongzheng, I wouldn't have wasted time talking at all.
You. Yongzheng, they're scholars. Don't bother arguing with them.
I don't have the time to be offended. Brother Yin Si, I want to give you a pass. But if you don't pay off the debts you owe, people will follow the lead and refuse to pay. The millions of taels of silver won't be recovered. It's okay if I fail my task. But it could threaten Father's authority.
All right. Since you said so, I'll stop working on the books, send everybody back, and find money to pay off the debt. So you can finish your job.
Well...
Every household has its own problems. Mr. Tian, you don't have to ask me why I borrowed it. Since it's come to this, I only have one thing to say. I will try to pay off the 350,000 taels of silver that I owe to the Ministry of Revenue.
Lord Wei, then when will you be able to pay it off?
Well...
Go back and think about it. Come to me again tomorrow.
Lord Wei is here. Lord Wei, how did it go? How did it go, Lord Wei? What happened, Lord Wei?
Don't ask me. Don't ask.
Well? Summon Nanjing's Deputy General Ma Guoqiang and Longkodo ex-governor of Shuntian to come and respond.
Guoqiang, Kodo, we've gone through blades and spears. Let's not lose face. Right, stay sharp.
Yes.
Well done.
Well done. Let's see what he can do.
Tian Wenjing. You're a student from the Imperial College, a discharged small civil official. How dare you flaunt your power here? Aren't you collecting the debts? Let me tell you, I don't have the money. If you want my life, I've died many times under His Majesty's command in battles.
Good, well said.
Lord Ma, well said.
That's right, well said.
Who's encouraging him? Showing scars and listing achievements. Well, show them all. Show us all of your scars. Do it! Come here.
Yes.
Take off his official uniform. Let him show his scars.
Yes, Your Highness.
Put him under arrest for the trial. Go. That's it for today. We'll continue tomorrow. Anyone who disobeys the edict will be arrested like Ma Guoqiang.
Yes, Your Highness.
Disobedient. Yinji's people didn't cause any trouble. Yinzi's people didn't do it either. You are the one who caused trouble at this juncture, affecting my reputation. Yongzheng, I won't be in charge of this person. Deal with him as you please.
Big brother, I want to save your face. But today is the first day, and he dared to disobey the edict in front of so many people. How can I collect debts in this situation? I've brought him to you. You can decide what to do with him.
First, Prince, we have to restore our reputation.
They have a point. How do you save face?
According to a reliable source, Crown Prince also borrowed money.
Really? How much?
This much.
What? 500,000 taels of silver? Are you sure? Why isn't his name in the list of the Ministry of Revenue?
First Prince. You are too honest. If Crown Prince borrows money, think about it. Will he do it himself?
Who borrowed it for him?
I don't know all of them. But Huang Tiren and Guoqiang from the Ministry of Justice certainly did. No wonder they've asked so many people today, but left these two out.
Shut up. You think you haven't caused me enough trouble? Where did you hear about this?
Prince Yin Si's people told me.
Good for him. He knows Crown Prince and I don't get along. And found ways to tell me about this. So that I could fight with Crown Prince. He'd stay away and watch it.
First Prince.
Well, come on. Come inside. I have something to tell you.
Mr. Tian, we all owe the treasury money. But why did you push us so hard? And leave some people out?
Lord Wei? Who have I left out? Tell me clearly.
Why didn't you ask about Huang Tiren and Guoqiang's debts?
Show me the list.
Yes, Lord.
They aren't here. Lord Wei? About the money owed by these two? Who did you hear it from?
Do I need to hear it from someone else? You'll see if you ask the officials of the Ministry of Revenue.
What exactly is going on?
Well, my lord, let's talk in private.
Talk here.
Yes, lord. Huang Tiren and Guoqiang owe money to the National Treasury. It's 500,000 taels of silver in total.
Then why aren't they in the list?
Well,
Go! Send for Huang Tiren and Guoqiang.
Well done, Yingzhen. Look at what you've done. You promised me to my face, but then stabbed me in my back. What are you trying to do? Tell me. Tell me! Tell me!
Crown Prince, you asked me to come here in a hurry and lose your temper with no reason at all. Why? You have to let me know first.
You really don't know.
Please clarify it for me.
Go away.
Yes, Your Highness.
Well, let me ask you. You've promised to leave my people out for now. Then why did you ask Tian Wenjing to send for Huang Tiren and Guoqiang to collect their debts in such a hurry?
Is that what happened?
It's all out in the open. Why are you still playing dumb? I know. You think this Crown Prince is no longer father's favorite son, so you want to find a powerful ally soon?
Brother Yinring. I don't know that Tian Wenjing has asked Huang Tiren and Guoqiang to answer his questions, so I can't tell you anything. But I have to make one thing clear. You know what kind of person I am. I've always followed the laws of the imperial court. This time, against my conscience, I removed your people from the list. Why? Isn't it to protect you, Crown Prince? Isn't it to ensure the peace of the imperial court? Since someone has revealed Huang Tiren's and Guoqiang's debts, then they must pay them off.
Here.
There.
Higher. Right. They're here.
When can you finish capturing these annoying cicadas? Sticky rods. What good can you do? So annoying.
Can't you be faster? Don't be so slow. Why are you always slacking? Be quick.
Crown Prince.
Stupid servants. You're trying to irritate me on purpose. Where have you been?
Crown Prince, I have a way to get the money. It's just...
What way? Tell me now.
Yes. The Ministry of Personnel have vacancies in local governments. Some people are willing to pay for them.
Which positions are open? How much? Will they pay?
One is an opening in Sichuan Salt and Tea Trade Bureau. Someone offers 150,000 taels of silver. And a provincial commissioner in Henan, someone offers 150,000 too. And a few other moderate positions. People are offering 50,000 for each of them. We've, done the math. If these positions are filled, we could have 500,000 taels of silver in total.
500,000? Are these buyers qualified for the positions?
They are. I can assure you that.
All right. Then let them pay. Tell them, anyone who dares to spill my name will be dead.
Yes, Your Highness.
Hijur.
Yes, Your Highness.
Hijur.
Yes, Your Highness.
Ask these useless sticky rods to get out of my garden.
Yes, Your Highness.
They've been doing it this whole summer. Not one cicada has been caught. Get lost.
Yes, Your Highness. It took the bite. Prince Yin Si. All right, quick.
Good, it's here.
Nice, Prince Yin Si. Look at this.
Let it go.
Yes, Your Highness. Let it go.
Prince Yin Si, Crown Prince has ordered the Ministry of Personnel, asking us to give the 6 positions, including a position in Henan, and a vacancy in Sichuan. To these people, we secretly asked around. These people used Huang Tiren's way and spent a lot of money.
Then, let's follow Crown Prince's order.
Should we tell His Majesty?
No. Just make sure First Prince knows.
Yes, Your Highness.
Come this way.
All right.
Crown Prince. This, the annotated notebook on the great learning that I've devoted my life to. If you can realize something from it, I will be very glad.
Mentor, this is...
Crown Prince, stop hiding it from me. You've always liked to spend a lot of money. 40,000 taels of silver every year. How would it be enough to cover it? I see that you've been upset. And I know this much of money can't help you. Think of it as an expression of my goodwill.
Mentor. Rest assured, when I become the Emperor, I will put your memorial tablet in the Shrine of Loyalty and Shrine of Worthies after you've passed away. You will enjoy offerings for generations to come.
Crown Prince, I don't want that. I only want you to be a good emperor. And then I could rest in peace when I'm dead.
Lord Longkodo. Lord Longkodo. Please wait. Lord Longkodo.
Tell me, is my uncle here or not? If he's here, let me see him in person. If he's not, don't make me wait for nothing.
Lord Longkodo, to tell you the truth, His Highness is busy right now. If you're patient enough, wait here. Why did you hit me?
I hit disrespectful bastards like you. Just a servant. Who do you think you are? How dare you teach me a lesson?
Lord Longkodo, I was wrong. Lord Longkodo.
Who is the master of the mansion? That's my closely related uncle. Do you know? I want to see him. Servants are allowed to bully their masters. Aren't there rules in the Tang family? You, ask my uncle to come here. Let him decide who's right.
Who is yelling out here?
Greetings, uncle.
What's wrong? What has made you so upset? That you need to vent your anger here?
I wouldn't dare. You know, ever since a few years ago, I was removed from my position. I've been out of work. But with all the mouths to feed, there has been some costs, right? Therefore, I borrowed 3,000 taels from the Ministry of Revenue. But the Imperial Court is collecting debts now. If I don't pay it off, my property will be confiscated.
All right. Housekeeper,
Yes.
go to the counting house and fetch him 500 taels of silver.
Uncle.
Wei Dongting.
Yes, Your Highness.
Since you are an elder official, everyone shows you respect. You're in debt for 350,000. Still want to compete with others. Now your competitors have paid it off. When will you do it? Let me tell you, the edict is very clear that everyone has to pay it off within 10 days. Don't think the law forgives mass offenders. If someone doesn't pay it off in time, their property will be confiscated.
Prince Yinzhen. What if the princes owe money as well?
You mean Prince Yin Si or Prince Yin?
Who is dropping my name behind my back?
Brother Yin Si.
Stand up. Come on. A few days ago, Prince Yingzhen came to my mansion. Not for anything else, but asking me to pay off my debt. I was the same as you, really upset. This is what people do. We'd kneel to borrow, but not stand to pay it off. I'm here myself today. I'm here to pay it off for Prince Yingzhen.
Brother Yin Si.
Yinzhen, look closely. An authentic draft from Dashan Bank. Used to reclaim 300,000 taels of silver. I guarantee its authenticity.
Brother Yin Si.
Hold it.
Careful.
Here, put it here.
Here, help me. Prince Yin Si.
Look, these are a new pair of marsh tits. These birds are too hard to keep. They eat living things, and they're pickier during molt. In the middle of summer, they can't even feed on living worms. You have to cut open cicadas and feed them the white mucus so that their feathers look nicer.
Prince Yin Si. My property will be confiscated in a few days. I have over 100 people in my house. Where should they go?
Old man, normal cages need 64 wood strips. Keeping marsh tits has to use 72 strips. Why? Let me tell you. These birds are very flexible. They squeeze through any gaps. In the whole capital, so many marsh tits have escaped.
Rather than let them confiscate my property, I do it myself. Mr. Wei, what are you afraid of? Let them confiscate your property. Without a home, we can all go to the Hall of Supreme Harmony and sleep on the floor there.
Ying'e, don't be ridiculous. You saw it yourself. I can't even help Prince Yin cover the money he owes. It's not that I don't want to help you.
Could you please help me?
How about this? Let me give you another idea. You can go to this person.
Who?
Yin Xiang.
Prince Yin Si.